legislature green lights a St. Augustine Airport rebranding. They need a lot more than that. Travelers headed to the nation's oldest city will soon have no doubts about their destination. They won't fly here. They're going to fly to Jacksonville. Nobody flies here.
No.
The Florida Senate has approved a bill to officially rename. This is so dumb because all they're doing is side-skirting the Google review. All they're doing is
restarting there.
Yeah. Right. When you search for the Northeast Florida Regional Airport, horror stories come up about crashes and planes not working and people dying. So, a rebrand.
Make it safer.
Right.
Change the name.
Right.
Yeah. They'll never know.
We'll go with change the name.
Cheaper
to change the name.
Same logo, just a new name.
It's going to be called the St. Augustine Airport. What people call it anyway.
Yeah. I mean, the Northeast never made sense to me. So.
Right. Yeah. Nobody
They did it to attract people. Well, that didn't work. Let's just call it what it is.
Agri-Hood Airport.
Yeah. The legislation sponsored by Representative Kim Kendall passed unanimously in the House and is now on its way to Governor DeSantis's desk. We have to get the governor to sign off on a name change.
Job well done, guys.
Yeah.
We did it.
Putting in work for us up there in Tallahassee. It'll head to his desk for final approval. Supporters say the name change marks a return to the airport's historic roots. There's no roots. There's no roots. It barely functioned as an airport up until like 10 years ago.
Zeroing out the Yelp reviews. I can't speak.
The St. Johns County Airport Authority championed the move. Oh, yeah, they're on the up and up. They're doing great. Calling it a matter of location clarity, community identity, and even security, and also protects them from being Googled about all the scandals they've been involved in with the airport.
And then they fired the executive director.
Twice! They've been through like three. Right. Because that's what they do. They get new executive directors every meeting. The airport had originally carried the St. Augustine name, but it was rebranded as the regional hub back in 2009. A few years later in 2016, even the St. Augustine reference was dropped entirely. Now, with tourism booming and the city continuing to grow as a distinct destination, local leaders say it's time for the airport's name to reflect that identity. It's time for you to stop Googling Northeast Florida Regional Airport.
Yeah, the tourism's booming because of our airport.
This is so goofy. I think we should scrap the whole airport. It's useless.
We brought in 8 people last year at that airport.
Right.
There was a brief stint there where there was an airline that had super cheap flights from Ohio to Florida. And that's the only time I ever heard that airport happen. And that was
they
like
always
10 years ago.
They always do this. Yeah, they had a DC one for a little while. They had a Chicago one for a little while. They had like an Oakland one for a little while. Yeah, they have these very small companies that come in and take you to back and forth to and from one place. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's never been great.
Yeah, it's always a destination that has like 12 people in it or something.
Right.
You know, the DC one I thought was going to make it, but the airplanes were so bad.
Yeah, well, they don't have enough maintenance.
They just give you a rope. They don't give you a seatbelt.
It was rough out there. It was not fun doing those. Mm-hmm. And then with those little airports, like it was Frontier when they were doing DC. Mm-hmm. And it's like, if something was wrong with your Frontier plane, they didn't have a backup for you. It's
right.
Like, and they did 2 flights a week. And so you had to wait till next week to get on another flight. Mm-hmm. It was just, it was the most useless airport situation ever.
So convenient.
Right. I mean, the St. Augustine Airport is the most useless airport ever. Use it for Grumman test flights or something. Shut it down. Nobody uses it. It's so
probably
stupid.
Get places faster with a horse-drawn carriage.
Yeah.
You literally could.
Yeah, I mean, we do have our own customs there, though.
Do we really?
Yeah, there's a customs agent that works there. Like if you fly into the Bahamas, and you fly into like anything in the Caribbean and come back in, you can go through customs at St. Augustine Airport.
I want that stamp.
Custom. Yeah. You just go through one custom person. They're just sitting there like, hey, howdy.
Yeah.
We gotta wake him up.
Yeah. Hey, I don't have anything. Oh, you're good.
Yeah. That's That's St. Augustine workmanship right there. It's great.
Yeah.
I did have to wake up Customs and Border Patrol going into Canada. We walked the Rainbow Bridge in
Oh,
February.
I've done that. Yeah.
But it was February, so it was like snowing
Freezing,
and
yeah.
freezing.
Oh, gosh.
We had to knock on the door for like 2 minutes just to get someone
Wake 'em
to
up.
open
That's
the door
awesome.
for us.
That's hilarious. That's a cool experience. Once you get over to that Canada side, it's a whole lot nicer.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. Niagara Falls is
It's fun.
Legendary.
I haven't not
very
been
crappy.
I haven't been to Niagara Falls.
No?
No.
Niagara Falls, New York is not as good as Niagara Falls, Canada.
You ever see
And I
anyone?
rarely say good things about Canada.
Or New York.
Not really.
Or New York.
I mean, this is on brand for New York.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm not shocked by that at all.
Yeah.
Right.
It is New York.
Go in the winter, I can tell you a path where it's like walking through Narnia on the Canadian side. It's pretty cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some nice Canadian spots.
Yeah.
Gas Money Gas Report time.